Hello, guys. Welcome to the Champions League show, previewing Wednesday's matches. Here it is the final group stage matches. For some, everything is wrapped up. They know where they stand. And for others, there is a lot on the line. And a few of these matches we're going to preview. One of them is the death match. So I can't wait to get to it. But bringing in today's guests here, we've got Flash, we've got Alex. And I am excited to run down these games. Alex, you said it was tough to find value here. I got on all right, to be honest.
No, very tough. I was talking with Flash before starting the show, and he said exactly the same thing. But he said also that it's a bad Premier League card. But I think that Flash is saying that just because 2-3 units per week for him, it's okay. So he's up 23.2 on the Premier League Panthers right now. And this is why he's saying it's a bad card. But I still have some value for the Premier League because I'm writing an article on the for odds market. But today it's Champions League. We are trying to make the best for tomorrow's card.
Flash, as far as the Premier League goes, you cannot lose at the moment.
Listen, I'm enjoying it while it lasts, all right? But the big thing I've got is this weekend I was just doing my homework, and I must have you know, like you go with your first instinct, and my first instinct is this card stinks because I think it might be a draw week, and they say go with your first instinct, and funnily enough, these tomorrow night in the Champions League could be exactly the same.
You think there's going to be some draws? Well, listen, I am going to bring up the record now, Flash. And as well as you're doing in the Premier League, you need to step it up a little in our Champions League, I have to say. Over to you, Freddie, in the studio. Bring up our glorious Champions League record. This is to date. These are the group stage matches. There we go. Me on top. Finally on top somewhere. Yay. Then my buddy Alex, then Martin, then Big Man, and then Flash. There we go. That's
just
the record.
Noticed where I've gone wrong there.
What have you got? Where have you gone wrong?
My average odds I tip up nearly double your winning odds. So what that tells me is I should go for more favourites.
We're not going for that. Yeah, but we're not going for that, that lower favourite. I think generally we stick at about 1.7 and above, averaging at about 1.9.
Yeah. So what's done me so well in the Premier League? It hasn't done me very well on the continent.
Well, you've got one more match day to make amends, and then obviously we move on to the knockout stage.
I remember Flash always saying that he hates the rest of the leagues. Premier League, of course, is his favorite. This is why he's also doing the show. But he hates. So someone on Twitter asked him last week. Someone asked me about the lower English leagues, and I said to them to follow Flash and Big Man because they are doing an amazing job on the Football League show. Absolutely amazing job. Last week, I think that all the tips were winners. And after that, someone asked about, I don't know, a match from the La Liga. And Flash said, ask Need for tips, I cannot answer to that question. So the good thing is the Team Bankroll. No, but this is the funny thing. Team Bankroll, a group of professional tipsters and punters here, are specialized in different leagues, This is why Flash is doing the Premier League. This is why Martin Stewart and I are doing the other leagues, the other European leagues. But one thing is for sure, Flash hates the rest of the European leagues.
I know. You don't let him live it down either. It's a constant, Flash doesn't like these lower leagues. They don't exist, these lower leagues. Yes, we know Flash doesn't like the other leagues. But you do like Champions League, though.
Oh, I loved it. Yeah, I think it's the pinnacle.
Yeah, I love it. I love it as well, actually. I'm quite sad, actually, that this is the last of the matches. But listen, Let us crack on. 8 glorious matches to go through. Starting off now, Pilsen versus Roma, Group G. Roma 2.65, Pilsen 2.8, and the draw 3.6. This group is pretty much wrapped up. Roma have obviously already qualified, but third place is still up for grabs. The reverse, obviously 5-0 there to Roma. Pilsen having the home advantage, though, in this case. They're determined. It's a must-win for them. But how does that translate as far as our betting goes? It's a tough one, Flash. I'm going to start with you.
Yeah, this is a game that I found a bit of value, to be honest, because I've gone with Pilsen and Roma draw, because I think that Pilsen actually only need 1 point because they don't expect the other team in the group to get anything at Real Madrid. So I think that Pilsen, as long as they don't get beat, they're going to be fine. So I mean, there obviously may be a case for Pilsen and double chance, but I just think that this could be a draw. So I've gone for a draw of 6.
Interesting. Yeah, this was one of the first matches that Alex and I were talking about, and I was looking at Pilsen draw no bet. The double chance, I think, comes in about 1.5. Pilsen draw no bet 1.91. Pilsen at home, though, I think that Pilsen can contribute on the scoreboard. Roma don't keep clean sheet. Another bet that I like is both teams to score at 1.69. Also possibly the overs as well, 1.86. Now, Alex, last time we spoke, you had a no bet for this one, and I ran you through all these bets. Did you take any?
If both team to score was a little bit too high at 1.75, I would take it, but I'm not taking it. But I agree with you both team to score. I like the draw also. Real Madrid, I'm sure that they will win against CSKA Moscow at home because they want to revenge that reverse match result. Pilsen, third place, Europa League. I think that there are tough sides to play against at home. Roma will travel to play Pilsen, and I think that they will rest many of their key players because they have an important match in Serie A next weekend. So second place for sure for Roma, because even if Real Madrid, let's say that they lose against CSKA and AS Roma will win against Pilsen, still AS Roma will not qualify from first place. Real Madrid will. So I love this draw. It's not official pick for me. Just I love both tips from you guys.
Okay, interesting. Supermaster says Pilsen won't lose. Teddy B, I haven't seen Teddy B's name pop up for a little while there. Roma is a bunch of bums, Alex. There we go. Roma is in 9th at the moment, and I think that they are concentrating as well on. I really like the Pilsen draw no bet, and I really like both teams to score. I like both of those bets there. I'm going to think to the end until I make it official. I think I'm going to make Pilsen draw no bet at 1.91. Real Madrid versus CSKA Moscow, now also Group G. Real Madrid 1.22, draw 7.5, CSKA Moscow 15, odds with 10. Bet. And don't forget, and I have to say, we have a special promotion code over at our buddies with 10bet there for new signups. SBR 10bet or SBR 10bet UK is our sign-up code, and the links are in the description box below this video. Madrid, obviously, they're at the top of the group. Even if they lose this, they will finish first. CSKA has everything to play for. They are on the road. I have to say, though, obviously it is a revenge match for Real Madrid. They lost to CSKA Moscow early in the group stage matches 1-0. They will not want to lose this. I just found it quite hard to find value. I like the Real Madrid win, but at 1.22, it's not even really good for an ACCA. Would you put that in an ACCA, Alex?
No, I will not put anything from this match in an ACCA. I'm staying away from this match. I just want to say that Bill Budlicker is here for his sensei Flash. So that's a great thing. Teddy B, welcome back also. JP says, I don't bet soccer. I just tune in to see beautiful Natalie, always looking like a snack. Well, and Teddy B says, layoff party she's taken. Very nice chat indeed. Talking soccer, talking football here. But yeah, I love it. Bill Budlicker also says that this is better than an episode of Jerry Springer. Yeah, I think so.
A snack. I have never been called a snack before. Interesting. All right. So you said you're not going to put anything in an ACCA, but do you even have a bet for this match?
Nothing. No, I have 5 bets, 5 matches. So this is my second pass. So I will let Sensei Flash. Maybe he gets some value from this match. You can hear me?
He can hear.
Yeah.
He's got nothing to say. He's a man of not many words, and he's decided to make it even simpler by not saying anything. You're passing this one, right?
Exactly. You've got to know.
At least a slight nod to show that someone's home. So you can hear us. Okay, there we go. 3 hard passes. Such a hard pass for our Sensei Flash that he has no words. It is a pass. There we go. Young Boys versus Juventus, Group H. Juventus 1.44, draw 4.8, Young Boys 8. A must-win for Juventus. They're first right now, but Manchester United are just 2 points behind. They are on the road, but they are playing a team winless in the group. This should be a rather easy win for them. 2 bets that I like, one that I'm going for, Juventus wins 0, 2.35, Juve -1 at 1.74. It's a word you like to use, Flash, immoral. Is the Juve -1 immoral?
I would have gone with Juve to win to 0. I mean, that's the way you play it. I mean, that's the best thing is that they're going to score. Yeah. They're going to try and keep a clean sheet and then just wrap it up. I don't think they'll go for looking for 3, 4, 5. I think this is going to be the old get the job done early and take players off.
Yeah, I think so as well. Looking at also another bet could be Juventus at halftime. Just thought about that one, and I'll have a quick look for the price there. But yeah, Juve, one of the best attacks there. They should be able to keep Young Boys out from scoring. And at this point, they have nothing to play for. But obviously, they are in front of their fans, so pride, I'm sure, will factor in here. Alex, what are you going for?
Yeah, Juventus might rest some of their players. For sure, not Cristiano Ronaldo. That we know that Cristiano Ronaldo will play in every single match because he wants to beat record after record. He's fully fit every single minute. If you wake him at night, 3 a.m. at night, and you say, okay, let's play against Liverpool, for example, he will play, he will give everything. So he wants to play not 90 minutes, maybe he wants to play one match after another. Juventus are going there to finish the group in style. They lost their only match of the season was in front of Manchester United 2 rounds ago. Young Boys very, very poor, just 2 goals scored till now. I'm going Juventus halftime, full-time at 2.1, and I'm going Juventus with -1 on the Asian handicap at 1.85.
Interesting. Just looked at the price there. Juve half-time is priced at 2. Sometimes that's quite a nice bet. Although I suppose if you're going to go half-time, you may as well go full-time because it's unlikely that Young Boys are winning the second half there. But Juve half-time, full-time. Sorry, half-time is just priced at 2 there. I think Juve -1. I'm liking that a lot of 1.74. Benfica versus AEK Athens, Group E. Benfica 1.4, draw 4.8, and AEK Athens 10.5. Whatever happens, Benfica are through to the Europa League there. 4 points and no chance of advancing. AEK Athens are out. This is a match. It is just a formality. There is nothing to play for except a final go for the Champions League match here. So with that in mind, I'm guessing it could be pretty open. There's nothing to lose here, nothing to gain. It's they'll be relaxed. Flash, with a match like this, and obviously from your experience, how do you think these boys will enter this game?
Again, it comes down to who's going to get picked and who's going to play. And I mean, for a betting purpose, I've got to leave it because you just don't know what's going to happen because there is no consequences.
Yeah, exactly.
So for me, I look at the game and I think it could be 3-3, could be a 3-2, could be 1-0, 0-0.
Yeah, that's right. There's no consequences. The reverse though is 3-2 to Benfica. Both have very leaky defenses. Apart from against each other, they do struggle to find the back of the net. But it seems when these two teams meet, there are goals. I think we could see goals in this match with no consequences. Alex, what have you got?
I think that we can see goals over 2.5 at 1.73. I think that it makes a perfect sense in this open match, as you said. AEK Athens needs some money in Champions League, because in case of a victory, for example, they will earn some money from UEFA. Actually, both sides, also Benfica. So I think that it will be open. I think that they will not. They will try not to risk some injuries. Just something extra I want to add here. I said yesterday, Schalke Lokomotiv Moscow draw. It's 0-0 in 61 minutes. There, not so many opportunities from either side. So you might consider to cash out if you made that bet. Already paying off very good, so you double your money for sure. Remember what Sensei Flash is saying all the time: cash out button is there for a reason. So if you have it, use it.
Where are you,
Flash, I did one
in
the 92nd minute. Last Friday, I did Aston Villa away at West Brom, and I cashed out in the 92nd minute. 7 seconds later, the other team equalised.
Oh my God!
Which part of the country are you in, Flash? I see horses on your on your picture there, but I've not seen this setting before.
I'm in Newmarket. I'm in the office.
The office. Doing a bit of work, eh? Working hard.
Yeah.
Makes a change. Interesting. Yes, I think we're going to see goals in this match as well. Definitely leaning on the overs. I like that one. Also, I think that Benfica will get something out of this. I think they're likely to get the 3 points. Benfica and the over 1.5 goals as well starts to get interesting at 1.67. But for many, that is probably too low. All right, now we move to Group F, a very exciting group, and this one, Man City versus Hoffenheim. Group F, Man City 1.22, draw 7.5, and Hoffenheim 13. Those odds are, you guessed it, with 10bet. And we do have a special promotional code, SBR10bet or SBR10bet UK for new 10bet sign-ups. A lot on the line here. Man City are first, but second, third, and fourth theoretically are still up for play here. Hoffenheim, obviously, the most likely to end up in fourth, but calculations-wise, there is still a chance. Man City did lose to Lyon 2-1. And with Man City, obviously, already through and in first place, could they be resting key players? They're now obviously second in the Premier League. Let's start with our Premier League punter, Flash, for this one. It's hard to find value in this one, but are you confident of a Man City win?
Yes, I am. Yeah, I think that any player that comes in is going to want to remind Pep that they're good enough to make City get involved in the lineup for a Premier League start. So, I mean, I've gone with Man City and under 3.5 at 2.75. I don't think they're going to blow them away. I think they're just going to go through the motion and basically just be too good. We know that there's no Aguero, we know there's no Silva, and there'll be other players that are rested. I can easily see this being 1-0, 2-0, 2-1. So I'm more than happy to go with Man City and under 3.5.
Interesting. Yeah, okay. You found the value. What was the price of that one?
2.75.
Ooh, 2.75. That's very good. That's very good. Okay. You found some value. Alex, are you playing this game?
I am on the same page, but more cautious here. Manchester City and under 4.5 goals at 1.95 with the Coral. I think that, yes, many players will be rested because they have an important match this weekend at home against Everton. And as Flash specified, many injuries for Manchester City. And for sure, Pep Guardiola will think that it's very good to rest many of his key players because December in Premier League is a busy month. Plus, they are second in the standings in the Premier League now. They just need 1 point, let's be honest, against Hoffenheim, and they will qualify from the first place. But I think that Hoffenheim cannot defend. They are really poor in defense. You can see that in Bundesliga. Yes, they are scoring goals for fun, but I don't think that they will score goals for fun also against Manchester City with a rock-solid defense there. So Manchester City for me and under 4.5 goals at 1.95.
Both a similar approach there. Very good. I didn't think about going the unders there. I looked obviously straight to one of the main bets you play with Man City in the over 2.5 goals, and that was 1.45. 5-3. Okay, Shakhtar versus Lyon. Shakhtar 2.3, Lyon 3.1, and the draw 3.9. The reverse was a 2-2 draw. Now, obviously, Shakhtar has the home advantage, 2.3. There is so much at stake here. It is a battle to the death for that second spot. Very interesting indeed. I think we're going to see goals. That's one of my takes from this match. 18 scored between them. 15 conceded, and that's just over 5 games. They have to attack. Alex, is this where you whip out your Alex Classic?
Yes, 2-2 the reverse match, playing for glory here, for second place in the standings. Shakhtar needs the win. Lyon need just 1 point to go through to the next round, but it's very, very difficult to play for the draw. And when your name is Lyon, because Lyon, as we know, they cannot defend. Again, the same problem for some of the teams. Lyon, Hoffenheim, like I said earlier. Shakhtar, very good at home, very, very good, with a decent squad there, always dangerous in front of their fans. I'm going Alex Classic, of course, both teams to score and over 2.5 goals at 1.75. And I would ask our friend Barsaman to take a look. What are the odds for both teams to score in both halves in this one?
Is Barsaman on? Hello, Barsaman, if you're there. Sorry, I've got the...
6.5. 6.5 for that. I will take a half of stake for both teams to score in both halves at 6.5.
Yeah, okay. All right. Over to you here, Flash. Goals on the cards?
Lyon have to avoid defeat, and I think they will. And I've gone with the draw again at 3.6. I think that they'll try and stifle them. If they do go behind, you know that they've got enough to get back into the game, and they've got goals in them. I can easily see this being a 1-1. And the best thing that can happen is Lyon actually go 1-0 up, because you know they won't be able to keep a clean sheet. So, I mean, you could even go a bit bonkers and bring in maybe the 1-1 and the 2-2 and go both teams to score and a draw.
Wow. And you think obviously that Lyon will not be pushing for that win there. You think if they equalise,
they don't need it. No. Yeah, exactly. They might try and just quieten the crowd down. I think that's probably what you got to do in the first 15 or 20 minutes. If they get caught out, I mean, for the draw, I'd like Lyon to go 1-0 up.
Yeah.
And then if Shakhtar go 1-0 up, will Shakhtar then get nervous? See, this is the thing I know. Shakhtar won't go looking for the second and third. And as you know, that they both let in goals. So it's a bit of a catch-22. If Lyon score first, then you'd expect that they would let a goal in. So he brings in the draw at 1-1. But Shakhtar score first, then it's the opposite. They're going to get really nervous. They're not going to go looking for the second. Because if they do, then the one thing that Lyon have got is pace on the break. So it's a real catch-22. And I think that when you get found between two stools, you've got to bring the draw into play.
I know, but what you wouldn't... I know it's lower odds, obviously, but a draw no bet option or something like that. Like, surely Lyon...
No, because draw is my bet.
You think that Lyon will literally... You know, it'll be 1-1 for argument's sake, and then they're literally just going to park the bus.
No, I just think that they'll be cautious. They'll just make sure that instead of maybe bombing 3 or 4 forward, they'll send 2 and hold 2.
Okay.
They won't overcommit. Lyon will not overcommit. That's what I believe. Because listen, in a normal game, and with the way that they play, that they still give up chances for the opposition.
Mm-hmm.
But they get out of jail because they've got forward-thinking players.
Yeah.
Tomorrow, if they go 1-0 up, then you might just see him even take one off and bring on a holding midfielder and try and hang on. I don't believe that Lyon can hold on.
Interesting. All right. Alex Classic for me there, but I like that. Got draw and both teams to score. Wonder what the odds are for that one. But yeah, Alex Classic for me, both teams score and the over 2.5 goals at 1.75. Ajax versus Bayern Munich now, Group E. Bayern Munich 2, draw 3.9, and Ajax 3.8. It is a fight for first place. Those odds with 10bet. Bayern Munich, obviously, they're first, 13 points, 4 wins and a draw. Ajax second, 11 points, 3 wins and 2 draws. But with the home advantage, and I think with Ajax having that home advantage, I think, could this be another draw, Flash? Does it even itself out here?
No, I'm going with Ajax all the way. Ooh. I mean, I think that Ajax are so overpriced. Really, really impressed with Ajax. As I've said to you before, with the way that the Dutch national side are going, there's a real feel-good atmosphere in Holland at the moment. I like a lot of these young players coming through at Ajax. They play with pace. They play without fear. And I expect to see Holland as one of the main favourites for the 2020. And I think a lot of the boys here, they will be starring in that. I'm going with Ajax at 3.8, and to make it better, I'm going with my banker.
Wow. All right. Okay, interesting. Yeah, I was looking at, again, I'm not as a brave better, and I know shy money don't make money, but cautious money makes money too. Ajax draw double chance at 1.89.
Yeah, why not?
And I put thought next to it. I didn't even put lean. I put thought. Do I take that? Anne S has come up with an interesting one here. Alex Classic at 1.9. I like that one as well. Obviously, Bayern Munich got not quite the team that they were last season. I think they're in third in the Bundesliga. Dortmund obviously holding their usual top spot there from Bayern Munich. A draw obviously would suit Bayern Munich in this match. Alex, what are you going for?
I like that draw double chance. I really love it. In fact, I will make it also one of my picks for today. But my banker for Wednesday matches is the Alex Classic at 1.9, like Anna said. And Anna said that, to be honest, I could see Ajax win after Niko Kovac, a Bayer manager, declared that we will try to get the first place. But if we don't, it's not the end of the world. Bayer, I think right now they will focus on Bundesliga most of all, because they are 9 points behind leaders Dortmund. I wish it will stay like that till the end of the season, because someone should break this Bayer record in Bundesliga. But I was talking on Twitter early in the morning with Anne, who was saying that in January Bayer are expected to transfer many players, hopefully not so good players for Dortmund to stay there up in the standings. She's obviously Bayer fan, a huge Bayer fan, but for this year I hope that Dortmund will win Bundesliga. So Alex Classic for me at 1.9 banker, but I really like that draw double chance for Ajax.
And actually reading a lot of the comments, everybody is liking, Ajax all the way, leaning towards Ajax there. I'm surprised, but I wasn't surprised as I had reached that conclusion. But I thought, all right, I'm going to take
There's a couple of things in your favour, really, Nat, by going with Ajax. Okay, first of all, it's going to be a massive partisan crowd. I mean, they are really, really flying at the moment. You look at the strength of Ajax, and it's all about pace. And it's all about your movement. You go against the negative of Bayern Munich. They're very stationary. They're very methodical. And if you play and they get off to the right start, and they will keep going. And then the biggest factor of why they'll play their strongest side, and the reason why that they will keep going to the end, is because if they win this group, they avoid Barcelona, they avoid Juventus, they avoid Real Madrid, they avoid all the big guns. There's nobody in second in any of the other groups that they will fear. So if they want to progress, their best chance of progression is to win this game tomorrow, and that gives them a hell of a chance.
Plus, we said yesterday that first of all they will avoid the second place teams. Plus, another huge thing is that they will play the second match in front of their fans in the knockout stages, which is a huge plus. And Flash knows what I'm talking about. When you play a double leg match, it's very important to play the second one on your turf. Is that right, Flash?
Yeah, without a doubt.
Yeah, without a doubt. Yeah. Well, certainly is a battle to the death here. Very interesting, but Bayern just would be happy with that draw. All right, I'm going to take it. Ajax, draw double chance. All right. Yes, I know speaking languages, I can see, but you seem to have pissed a lot of people off yesterday, and you seem to be doing it today. Chill out. We love you here. Just chill out, or you get a little time out there to learn a lesson. Okay? We love your support. We like some of your comments, but we understand you love Sevilla, and we do read your comments. You have to repeat the whole time. So there we go. And leave Barcelona alone.
Sevilla in what competition
he's my
is Sevilla in?
Oh, he likes to talk about Sevilla. Don't get him started. Don't get started speaking languages. That was not an invitation. We know how you feel. And then on another note here, William Apono, which seems a new commenter. He was saying a lot of cool things there yesterday. He says, "I like Flash." Got a new supporter there.
Short and good, I like Flash. And
I like him.
That's how we do business.
He's a good chap. Here we go. He's just like you, Flash, a man of many words. Short and simple, straight to the point. Final match on Wednesday's card here that we're going to talk about, and that is Valencia versus Manchester United, Group H. Valencia 2.6, Manchester United 3, and the draw 3.4. Obviously, Manchester United have qualified, but first place is still in reach. Do they even have enough about them to be able to fight for that first place at Valencia? Valencia, obviously, they're through to the Europa League no matter what. Premier League punter, Flash, start us off.
We're talking about Man United again.
I know we are, unfortunately.
How? I mean, listen, if I can see this being a 0-0. I can see Valencia winning this. I don't see Manchester United winning in Valencia. I don't know what personnel they're going to put out. I don't know what performance they'll get with the. Honest to God, I've wrote down Valencia at 2.5 because I just can't trust Manchester United. But I should go with my gut and just leave the game alone because Man United are involved.
The only thing is, I've made almost like a decision. I'm going to play both teams to score in every single Manchester United match, and you are going to so be up with money at the end of the season. You will be.
Yeah, but I mean, the odds are so small, wouldn't they?
1.8.
Yeah, but the thing is with Man United, they'll go there and just Valencia. I mean, let's look at what Al has to say because he knows what Valencia are like, and you could see this game being a 0-0.
Yeah. So Paul is saying, go on, Natalie, go for Manchester United. I actually went for them the other week, and they drew. They drew, didn't they? Who were they playing?
Oh, my God.
Saints.
Don't remind me that. Don't remind me that. I went with Manchester United for the first time this season.
Is that Palace?
And they
Palace at home?
Yeah. Yes, what?
Is it Palace at home, drew 0-0?
I thought it was Saints that they drew
I don't know. Last week or 2 weeks ago?
Oh, of course, yeah. Southampton, wasn't it?
Your beloved Saints.
Yeah, Southampton.
Anyone and their mum can beat Southampton except Manchester United when I back them. Oh,
I know.
Never mind. God.
So they might be value at the weekend, by the way. And this is another thing. The game that they've got, take this into account. The game that they've got on Sunday, I think it's Sunday, they got Liverpool away. The biggest game in Premier League is not Man City, Man United. It's Liverpool, Manchester United.
Yeah. So, no, I know.
It's bigger than anything that because it's close. It's not obviously a local derby.
Yeah.
But it's just two of the biggest teams, obviously in the world
and rivals.
But bigger than rivals.
Yeah.
So I can see that Valencia are the value tomorrow night, but Manchester United will have more than one eye on the weekend, and he won't want any injuries.
Yeah. More strengthening my both teams to score bet. I'm going to play it. I'm going to play it every single time now they play. Both teams
I'm just
score
going to put a line through the game. I'm just putting a line through the game now. Because I just know that he's going to have more than one eye on the weekend.
All right. There we go. Flash has said his piece. Alex, what are you going for here?
I'm going simple, under 2.5 goals at 1.9. Valencia are struggling to find the back of the net in both Champions League and most of all in La Liga, where they're sitting 15th in the standings, just 18 points, but most important, just 12 goals scored in 15 matches, 9 draw matches. So that one of the reasons that I think that the draw is the best thing for both teams. 1-1 draw, for every single bet to come in, both team to score. Also, the under 2.5 looks amazing at 1.9. I don't see free goals in this match. I think that it will be a vacation match for both sides. Speaking language is saying that Valencia will use not their B squad, but rest many of their players. Flash said that Manchester United will for sure rest many of their key players because they're playing Liverpool away this weekend. So under 2.5 looks amazing, but also the draw match looks also great.
Yeah. Which, again, reminds me, Premier League Punters Show is back tomorrow, 2 p.m. Eastern Time. It is a full house. Russ, Big Man, Flash, and myself will be covering the weekend's matches. You're on.
I'm doing that, am I?
You're part of the part of the furniture. What are you talking about?
Oh, thanks.
You're on everyone. It's just Russ, which seems to be the part-timer, as he's off watching Shania Twain and wherever else he goes.
The part-timer and the minuser.
Yeah, yeah. We're having words with Russ tomorrow. Yeah.
Can't wait for the show.
Name and shaming online. All right. Let us just run through our bets here. Now, Flash, I said this yesterday on the show. If, obviously, I know that it's tough for these matches. If you don't have a two-team parlay, please don't push it. If you've got a banker, which you did say with the Ajax one. But, run us through your bets. And please don't push the two-team parlay if you don't have one.
Yeah, but I need to. So, Pizan versus Roma, draw 3.6. Juventus to win to nil at 2.37. Man City and under 3.5 at 2.75. Shakhtar versus Lyon, draw at 3.6. And Ajax a gigantic 3.8, and that's my banker.
Great. All right. Alex, over to you.
I have 2 plays for 2 units. I have Ajax Bayer Alex Classic at 1.9, 2 units. Shakhtar Lyon the same at 1.75, 2 units. I'm going City and under 4.5 at 1.95. Juventus -1 at 1.82. Juventus halftime, full time at 2.1. Valencia United under 2.5. And what else? No, that's all. That is all.
That is all. Okay.
No, I have a half stake on Shakhtar versus Lyon, both team to score in both halves at 6.5.
Ooh, that's a good one. Okay. Pilsen versus Roma. Pilsen draw no bet at 1.91. Then I'm going to go for Juventus -1 at 1.74. I'm going to skip that one. I'm going to take Manchester City and the under 4.5 goals at 1.95. Alex Classic, Shakhtar versus Lyon at 1.75. I'm going to go for Ajax, draw double chance at 1.89. And both teams to score, Valencia versus Manchester United. My favorite is Shakhtar Lyon. Alex Classic at 1.75. So I'm going to put 2 units, making that my banker. All right, there we go. It's bittersweet. That is the end of the group stage matches. We do obviously get to watch them. But that's it. We'll obviously be back for the next rounds. And Premier League Punter Show tomorrow, 2 p.m. Eastern Time. Plus the Football League show with Big Man and Flash. Thursday, the Best Bet show, 2 p.m. Eastern Time. Followed by our Weekend Parlay with me and Alex live on Twitter. Thank you, everybody watching. And, of course, Flash and Alex, it's been a pleasure, and I'll see you soon.
Thanks, Nat.
Thank you.